Incredibism City, the oceanic dreamscape, is a visionary utopia that encapsulates the seamless coexistence of nature, freedom, and imagination. The city, floating between the realms of the sea and sky, represents a world where physical boundaries dissolve, allowing for a symbiotic relationship between humans, animals, and the environment. Distinguishable characteristics: the floating isles. The city's foundations are the floating isles, massive platforms of ice and coral, gently moving with the ocean's rhythms. These isles glow faintly with shades of blue and green, a tranquil reflection of the sea's serenity and vitality. The floating isles serve as the residents' primary living spaces, with homes and structures appearing organically grown from the ice and coral, blending into the natural surroundings. Life here is free-flowing, with inhabitants able to walk, float, or fly between isles, fully immersed in the city's gentle, rhythmic movement. Beneath the islands, tigers glide gracefully through the water, a symbol of the harmonious balance between land animals and sea life. The sky whales. Towering above the city, the sky whales float majestically, their soft, glowing underbellies illuminating the sky. These gentle giants not only add to the dreamlike aesthetic, but also serve as practical transportation, carrying people between isles. Their melodic songs reverberate across the city, creating a calming, symphonic atmosphere that ties the sky and sea together. The sky whales, with their quiet grandeur, embody the freedom and unity that define the oceanic dreamscape. The seagull towers. Standing like icy spires across the city, the seagull towers serve as both navigational beacons and roosts for the city's seagulls. These birds are more than just inhabitants. They act as guides, helping people navigate the vast city, whether they're floating through the air or swimming beneath the waves. The towers, with their open arches and flowing forms, provide seamless transitions between sky and sea, emphasizing the city's fluidity and interconnectedness. The aquatic streets. Beneath the ocean's surface, the aquatic streets are glowing, bioluminescent pathways, meandering like coral reefs through a world of color and life. These streets are home to schools of vibrant fish, dolphins, and even the graceful swimming tigers. Inhabitants dive into these waters to swim and explore, becoming part of the marine world in an effortless blend of human and nature. This underwater realm is alive with movement, where the architecture feels grown rather than built, with coral-like forms stretching and twisting into unique shapes. The glacial bridges? Long, translucent ice structures stretch between the floating isles, creating the glacial bridges. These bridges reflect both sky and sea, shimmering with the light of both sun and water. They allow inhabitants to travel freely, walking across crystalline paths suspended in air or water. The bridges represent the delicate yet strong connections between all elements of the oceanic dreamscape, where water and sky merge in perfect harmony. The Horizon of Dreams. The Horizon of Dreams marks the edge of the city, where the ocean and sky meet in a seamless, glowing line. Here, people come to reflect, meditate, and watch as the magical creatures of the oceanic dreamscape move across the water and sky. This horizon symbolizes the boundless nature of imagination and possibility, with the soft, glowing light inviting introspection and a deep connection to the city's mystical energy. Artistic integration. Art in the oceanic dreamscape reflects the ethereal, fluid nature of the city itself. Sculptures, murals, and installations depict the majestic creatures that inhabit the city, the sky whales, the swimming tigers, and the seagulls, as well as abstract interpretations of the ocean's currents and the shimmering sky. These works are not just static objects. They interact with the environment, shifting and changing with the light, water, and movement of the city. Residents can swim or float through sculptures, becoming part of the artwork itself, blurring the lines between observer and participant. The color palette of the city's art leans heavily into cool tones, blues, greens, and whites, invoking a sense of calm and endless possibility. The fluid forms of the ice and coral architecture reflect the constant motion of the city, creating a surreal landscape that feels alive and ever-changing. Philosophy and way of life. Life in the oceanic dreamscape is deeply rooted in the philosophy of fluidity, freedom, and interconnectedness. Inhabitants live in complete harmony with their environment, embracing the freedom to float between sky and sea, to fly with the seagulls, or to swim with the tigers. The people of the city believe that life should move like the ocean's currents, without rigid boundaries or restrictions, constantly flowing and adapting. Their society is built on a foundation of imagination and exploration. People are encouraged to embrace the unknown, to dream, and to find beauty in every moment, whether it's in the quiet songs of the sky whales or the shimmering light reflecting off the glacial bridges. The city fosters a deep connection to nature, encouraging inhabitants to live in harmony with the animals and natural world around them. In the oceanic dreamscape, life is a balance between the elements of earth, sea, and sky, where imagination and freedom are the guiding principles. Every aspect of the city, from the architecture to the way of life, reflects a deep respect for the natural world and a commitment to living in harmony with it. The city is not just a place to live. It is a living work of art, constantly evolving with the ebb and flow of the ocean and the sky.